Got it.
Okay.
That drive is connected to a computer in an apartment on level 17.
17.
Yes, sir. Apartment 114.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Fucking kid.
Oh, it's about to get crazy. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Sinte with the Intel, and we are on Silo episode 9. Yo, it's the second to last episode. You know how I feel about second to last episodes. They're typically the ones where the most stuff happens, and then you kind of resolve all the problems with the season finale. So we are here because, yo, Juliette's like really, she jumped off the side of the stairwell, or she's gonna leap. So I gotta see how they're gonna play this off, because that looked really bad. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's see what Leaping Juliette did. How are you gonna survive this? Oh, she jumped to the other level. All right, it works. Okay, dang. That's a hell of a sacrifice.
She's still in that uniform, still wearing that badge. It's not hard for her to get in the door.
Paul. How'd she get away?
You think I let her go?
She jumped, bro.
Possible she circled around or climbed up or down the far side of the shack.
Have you searched that level?
We did. Also brought in all off-duty watchers. We have eyes on every screen. I think we have to assume she somehow got off that level, maybe made it back to the stairs. I'm gonna have Amundsen talk to anyone who might give her shelter.
For the people that really run it, huh?
Rob, I hope you understand what we're facing here.
Uh-oh.
Go.
Darth Sidious?
Talk to her friends, family, see if anyone's hiding her. I'm gonna need an escort.
Oh, what kind of escort you talking about?
At this point, I'd rather people just know I have the syndrome than think I'm incompetent.
You're not incompetent.
Dang.
So your plan is to tell them that you have the syndrome and hope they look past it, ignore the pact?
I wasn't being serious, Kat. I was just saying how I feel.
You lied, Paul. Earned the job that you have, but by not telling them about your condition.
Yeah.
So when you think of your secret and your pride about what you're qualified to do, picture your daughter growing up without you.
I mean,
Think about that.
you can't be mad at her. You can't.
That's not fair.
It's not fair, but it's facts. I feel you though, dog. Like, you know, you still want to be able to do what you want to do and not have this thing hang over you. But you got a family, my guy. You got responsibilities.
One day, he approached me and asked me about it like he was trying to make a friend. I told him if he ever told anyone, or if he ever talked to me again, I'd hit him harder. That's how important it was for me to keep that secret.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna catch the person I let go. I'm gonna make this right.
Okay, well, we got a good idea of his motivation.
Yet here they are.
Here they are.
Well, come on in. I ain't got shit to hide.
I would hate for them to toss her place, because that's a different kind of tossing.
I'm a terrible mother.
No, you're not. You're just exhausted. Look, Claudia is just fine.
I remember when getting our boy to sleep was the highest achievement of the day.
What do you want with my daughter?
Dr. Nichols, I imagine Juliette is the most important person in the world to you.
Yep.
She is the most important person to me. But I don't know how she thinks or where she might go. Till this week, I hadn't seen her in 20 years.
20.
Now the whole silo was looking for her. Help me find her before some overeager raider does.
If that's meant to be a warning, I don't need it. But the railing is worn smooth by all the people who have gripped it tight before going over.
Wow.
Because no one person is more important than the 10,000 or the thousands to come.
I have no idea where she is.
Do you remember? You said you was a father. You are a father.
That's lovely.
Robert says.
Just gonna make one for your dad and not your mom?
Make me.
We were just saying it.
Well, you're a little late. Our door's right here.
Apologies, ma'am. Can we at least make sure you get in okay?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Ma'am.
I was a raider for 12 years before I moved over to IT. I can take care of myself.
Yes, ma'am. But we'd really feel better.
Drew a lot of attention running up yelling my name.
Everything okay, Mommy?
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Everything's fine.
I am curious about this relationship with her and Sims.
I'll make you a snack, okay?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yes, Mommy.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying yeah to your parents. What's wrong with you? She wasn't concerned at all. You know she's confident in her ability. Look at this.
I'm not gonna hurt you, but I will if I have to.
Huh.
I'm gonna close the door, but everything's all right. I just need to talk to this person for work.
Yes, ma'am.
She does a good job of holding her poker face.
I figured you're so close, it doesn't really matter.
There's only one shot in there.
How many will I need? Cuff yourself to the rail in the bathroom.
No.
Look, me firing this gun, whether I hit you or not, it's going to be enough to give your son nightmares for the rest of his life.
That's true. Yeah, okay, you beat me to it. I was just about to say, you need to move anything that could be used as a weapon.
Really?
I've done more with less. By the sound of it, so have you.
That's why to use his computer. Okay, that makes sense.
Sir, I don't know if you remember me, but I took your class in the PAC last year.
When you're students.
I was just thinking, if I found out why she said she had to go out, maybe I could figure out where she is.
I don't know. But you should go, sir.
Well, you believe in the good of the silo.
I do.
But not enough to let two raiders into your apartment where your son sleeps.
My husband's not in control of everything that happens in the silo. And he's certainly not responsible for something that happened to you when you were a child.
You have no idea what your husband is responsible for.
None.
What happened when he finds out where you are? Right now.
I'm not gonna be in any more trouble than I am now.
Cafeteria worker? No. Someone who was just sitting there. Lucas Kyle. Works in I don't know what the message said, but we do know what Mr. Kyle did after he got it. He went to Nichols' apartment.
You all in now. You went in for maybe an innocent crush and...
No. I mean, not more than anyone else.
Look, dude, I just liked a girl. I don't know what's going on.
Analytical.
It's why I like working here in IT. You know,
Be curious. I don't like curious people around here.
It was hard to hear over the water that she left running. Nichols then broke her mirror, destroying the air quality monitor behind it.
The air quality monitor.
Well, nothing. I didn't do anything.
Exactly. The sheriff showed you a restricted red level relic.
How was I supposed to know what that was?
And you slinked away.
I didn't know that it was a red level relic.
That part.
Tell me, you're an analytical person. So what do you think the consequences should be for such an inaction?
Yeah, man. You in deep.
I mean, before today, while I wouldn't have known your face, I am certainly familiar with your performance numbers, and they are quite high. So, consequences. How about the scavenge room? The mines? Considering the scope of your betrayal...
My man took a deep gulp.
You turned a blind eye. Why? Because of a crush.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have said. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Unless you help us find her.
I have no idea where she is.
That part.
Did she want from you?
Bro.
Not a serial number, just an...
Yes, what number?
A number. 18.
Oh. That's why his thing lit up.
Put him somewhere. Don't let him talk to anyone. What is it? Come with me.
Okay, we're gonna see what 18 is.
I need a system-wide scan for a hard drive. Serial number 18.
Sir, serial numbers have 9 digits.
This has 2. A 1 followed by an 8, otherwise known as 18.
Got it.
Okay.
That drive is connected to a computer in an apartment on level 17.
17.
Yes, sir. Apartment 1 14.
Got it. Fucking kidding.
Oh, it's about to get crazy.
With me. Come with me.
Well, they say like 300 megs of text. That's a lot of text.
Hey, Jules.
What?
How's that
Crazy,
possible, right?
This is a video. Or at least that's what they called it in the before times.
Huh.
I'm making it on an
It's
old
like looking at
camera.
a ghost, I bet.
It was on its last legs, but it's genius. Hopefully you're watching this and I'm right next to you watching your reaction. But if not and you're watching without me, well, first off, that means you found.
Oh.
But if you're watching it alone, that also means that Judicial found out that I have the hard drive. Things haven't gone the way I want.
She's not blown away by it, but she's probably seen relics before.
Stop. The second you connected that drive, they knew where you were. You can either run right now.
Oh, she can give her time.
Let's go.
She's gonna help her? The video is quite compelling. Uh-oh. What happened?
Shit. All the alleyway cameras are going dark too.
Who's helping? Let it go.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if she's a flamekeeper. Double agent kind of thing.
Hey, it's pretty important, Patrick. I had to lie my way past a bunch of fucking checkpoints. Shh. You think I'm gonna spend 10 credits on a message if it wasn't important? No. Get in.
Oh.
I promised my asshole boss I'd work weekends from.
Yeah, that part.
Patrick, why is the sheriff here?
I'm pretty sure she's the ex-sheriff now.
Better question. Why am I here? You traitorous fuck.
Hey, I said you were the best.
Why are you helping a cop?
I saved his life.
She likes to think that that's why, but
You got another watch for me?
No.
Well, then I'm not interested.
yeah, you are.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Oh, shit. People that know how to do it. It's just overflow, right? It's overflow. It's like a water. It's like one of those fire truck water hoses of information just all in your face.
And they're looking for that drive, so as soon as you plug it in, they'll come running.
That's a little harder, but doable.
There.
Okay.
Old boyfriend, boss.
What about that asshole in 98?
One who turned you in on the counterfeit.
Mm-hmm.
Done. And then she gave it to George. Wilson's wife did these?
Yeah.
Data recovery. No wonder she went out to clean. She got around the directory problem.
I love how fast everybody's picking everything up.
Wow. There's like thousands and thousands of files here. How am I supposed to know where to start?
Start here.
Hey, Jules. Pretty crazy, right? This is a video.
What the actual fuck?
Right?
Got it. It's on 98.
She was on 17. How the fuck did she get to 98?
So that I could find someone to use as a guide. And it didn't take long for me to realize that the know-it-all down here is you.
Oh.
But then the most annoying thing happened. I fell in love. With you. Anyway.
He's like, I ain't finna leave this dope technology.
I'm guessing you're wondering what I did about the water. Well, turns out it was nothing to worry about. Anyway, Jules, the important thing is
Well, that doesn't help.
you have to find it.
So how do I get past the water? My man's mind is still just. Yeah, that book don't mean much of nothing anymore. Yo, you can't unsee it.
On here, look for the file labeled Jane Carmody Cleaning. You'll see why.
I wish I had gotten it.
You didn't. I let her go.
What? Why would you do that?
Just
listen.
I knew you were coming with a bunch of raiders with their fingers on triggers.
Not to fight.
I've been given those orders. I know what can happen.
Like, I've been down this road before. I know how this go down.
We have one goal. one ambition, and we will not lose sight of that.
We have ambition. What's the ambition?
Tell me exactly what he said.
Oh, the way she said it.
Anthony, honey, I told you to stay in your room.
Everything's okay now, son.
Are you gonna send that lady out to clean?
We'll see.
I hope you do. I don't ever want her to ever come back.
One more thing before I go. I'm so happy that I got to be the lucky bastard in this fucked up place who got to be with you.
Oh.
So, in case I wasn't clear enough earlier, I love you, Juliette Nichols.
Dang. Oh. Computer's damn near smoking. Probably not enough RAM to run that damn video.
I heard the drive popped up down on 98.
It's not there. She has someone bouncing the address. They're good, but I'm better.
Get your mind blown again so you can see the world in video. Look at that. Look, I'm 800 and some odd megs.
The display in the cafeteria. People have to know. They have to see.
Household's right. The display is mine.
Birds. All that. Okay, this turned out to be exactly what I thought it was going to be. You know, everything, all the stakes. A lot of good bits of action to go along with it. The second to last episodes just deliver. And we're going to get a bunch of resolution to go with the next one. The whole thing with the connection with the 18 buzzing thing, it looks like a little keychain that's sitting on Holland's lap or in his pocket. That's connected to the hard drive. So he's directly connected to that bit of information. So it leads me to believe that Judicial definitely knows all about it, since he's kind of like a bit of the kingpin of this whole thing. That's the truth to everything. I'm imagining, you know what this reminds me of? This what this reminds me of. I heard a story about the very first time a movie theater actually shows some pictures. Like movies, motion pictures, people have been experimenting with before, but nobody, I think, had ever seen it in like an enclosed space, right? Where you can see it on this screen. Most people that were like dabbling with this technology at that time was done for like private audiences. And I want to say that the very first film, or at least that was put out to the public, was the story of, wasn't a story, it was just a train driving by the camera, or actually pulling up to the camera. I think that's what it was. Like, so they put the camera there and the train's coming towards it. And because people had never seen this technology before, this allegedly really happened. When they're in the dark theater and they see the picture of the train coming and it's coming towards the camera, they claim that people were running out of the theater because their mind could not separate the fact that they were looking at a video. They thought a train was literally coming at them. You know, so I think about that in terms of when they're watching, when Juliette is watching the video for the very first time. It has to be like magic to her to see, not just, it's one thing to see like, you know, things pop up on a digital screen that are letters. You know, nothing really moves. You don't even really see pictures on any of these displays. Everything is just text-based. And to not only not see a picture, but the picture is moving and sound is coming from it. And it is a spot-on version image of somebody that you know. That has to feel like magic. You know, it's like a ghost being in the room. So I love that they had that moment with us, because that's super important. The other thing that's important is the importance of family, right? And family making these decisions regarding some of the people that are in this show. We saw earlier regarding Deputy Billings. Family was pushing him, a big part of it, that's pushing him in order to rise to the top. You know, making decisions that aren't going to jeopardize his family. We're also seeing that it's really important for Common as well, who plays Sims. And Sims, who up until this moment, you know, he was kind of like a one-track minded kind of person. It's all about the silo, the people that are in the silo, the 10,000 that's in the silo. But come to find out that he too is concerned about his own personal family, so much so that Holland, Tim Robbins' characters, notices it, and he notices this human moment. And And I think in his head, because he's such an analytical person, he's thinking in order to do this job well, you have to have an analytical mind. You can't think emotionally. And by the simple fact that you went out and had somebody go out to try and protect your family, you are unworthy of becoming the mayor or shadowing me in whatever the non-mayoral job is that he does, right? You have to be cold and calculated, but family is what's keeping these things going. Family is what's keeping Walker from spilling her guts out on Juliette and pushing her to become a better person. Even like this little group of ragtag hackers that we saw at the very end, the way that they're familiar with one another, the way that they protect each other as they do these illegal things, you know, it's all about the relationships that are in these stories. And this episode did a really good job of doing that in order to properly raise the stakes. You know, the family element of even Sims's wife and his son, you know, she was like, I'm not doing anything unless I can see him, my son, and whatever else. Family's number one. Even with Dr. Nichols, same thing. He's like, oh, I already know what the police are like. Well, I'm calling them the police, the Raiders, because I've seen what's happened to my wife as a result of them. And then you think I'm going to do the same thing to my daughter? Would you do the same thing? And Sims is like looking at him like, yeah, that's what you should do. But even he feels that way. You know, the silo is one thing, but family is a totally different type of motivator. I did like the speech that the deputy gave, Deputy Billings, regarding his disability and him not being able to have access to achieve because of this disability. It goes into like the greater narrative of the culture of the silo is if you are deemed unworthy, then you are not allowed, right? It's one of those kind of things. Jade person, like the terrible end of the stick. I always forget his name. The guy that's Lucas, I think that's his name. The guy that stares at the top of that goes to the top of the silo to kind of like look to watch the stars. I didn't trust him before because he just kind of just pops in as just this random, like non-playable character, this NPC type of character. Mine tend to always go up and be like, something about that don't sit right. But then come to find out, so far, it seems that he really was just sort of like a regular dude who's trying to just holler at a pretty girl who happened to be the sheriff and had this cool little thing that they could talk about. But he even got pushed into a bad position. And even though we're not stressing the narrative that I said earlier regarding family being like the motivator, self-preservation is just as big as well. Because here he is thinking like, yo, this pretty girl told me to come down. I'm going to come see her. And then he gets like totally just beat over the head with all this information. You have like seconds to come up with this big decision and you go into self-preservation mode. He's like, yo, I don't even know you like that. You know, we supposed to be just looking at stars. You over here handing me relics. This ain't that. I'm about to leave. And even though he didn't like snitch her out, he's still being like, now like, you know, the mayor is coming down over like this casual relationship. And this dude is like, you're really about to throw this all away because of some girl that you just met. And I feel Lucas. Lucas is like, you don't get it, dog. I just met this girl. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus or do anything. I just want to look at stars and talk to a pretty girl. That's it. I don't know all this other drama that's going on. So I feel bad for him the most because he just got caught out there. He was just a smart guy that ended up getting used a little bit. In the same way that Juliette's boyfriend, George, the same way George kind of used her. She was using him in that same way. So they're like kind of like one and the same. Like she can judge George for the actions that he did, but she can also sympathize because she's kind of like indirectly did that with Lucas as well. I do enjoy. I've been waiting for Tim Robbins' character and just to see Tim Robbins kind of like do his thing a little bit more. And I do kind of like him as a bad guy. He's not like stealing the show. I don't think this is like an award-worthy type of presentation that he's given, but it's decent. It's good. It's good enough to establish, the type of man that he is and his outward goals. I tell you who is giving a really good performance, and that is just the reaction that Billings has with the book. He's looking at this piece of magic, this piece of technology per se I'm getting his mind completely blown that there's a larger world outside, red pill, blue pill, this is the whole Matrix thing. And to watch him, all that wash over him, that's great. Like, I think those have been some of my more fun moments in this series is watching people look at like these pictures, and then now the video is that I feel so bad of him. Like, imagine like you get like this book that explains everything outside of, you know, this life that we're living right now. Third rock from the sun spinning around. There's like this whole other thing, right? And you're given access to those answers, right? And you're looking at it and you're moved and you're blown away because your puny human mind can't really conceptualize all of this grandiose stuff. And then the next thing that comes to your head is, I have to destroy it. That moment, right? You're like, no, but if I keep this, I'm in trouble. But I have to destroy it. So I'm sitting here screaming at the TV. I'm sitting here like with y'all, like, no, you can't burn the thing. But he has to burn the thing because he could die. You know, it's like you have to make these really quick decisions. You know, you can't really think about the long term. But he was at least smart enough to like tear a picture off of it and, you know, keep it on. Great episode. Great second to last episode. I guess if I had to like come up with like, if I had to wear my tinfoil hat, there is something more to Robert Sims' wife. Something more. Maybe it's just the way that she carries, the actress carries that character. That character carries a lot more power than I would have assumed. You know, even when she was dealing with the Raiders, that was like, let me come in and check out your room. She was like, nah, I got this. She stood up, like shoulders back, chin up, like, no, it's not happening. You know, the way she was calm and collected when she got her son taken care of first, you know, when she found out that Juliette was in the house, the way she was able to take care of herself, like with picking the lock, the way she was able to evaluate the situation, like she brings a lot to the table. You know what they say, behind every great man is a great woman. You know, who's to say, I think behind this great woman, maybe this great man in Sims, and help moving her. She feels like kingpinish in her demeanor. I'm not saying that like she's running the whole thing. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying that she plays a very pivotal and powerful role that I think she may be using Sims as a way to maneuver. I don't know. That's how it feels. You know, I have no proof of that. It just feels that way. So I'm very, very curious about her. All right, that's a good place to kind of close out. Let me know what you're thinking of. Let me know what I got right, what I got wrong. The phone one is always, what did I miss? And thank you all so much for powering through this with me. Silo is such a great show. And thank you, Apple, for allowing me to review this. All right, so I'm excited. You have to excuse me, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this out. I'm gonna holler at y'all next episode. All right, peace.